What's good, family? Welcome back to the Zone. Today's video is going to be a little bit different compared to the other videos that we've done over the past couple of weeks for the FBL season, in that I realized that when I highlight the other teams, it's usually over a couple of minutes, and I try to cram in a lot of highlights between several games during the halftime of the main game. So rather than do that, this video, I'm going to highlight more games in more detail so that you can familiarize yourself with a lot of the players like OJ Holmes, as well as O'Shea Ryder, as well as a bunch of other players that are in the league like Shake Honeycutt, Theo Payne, and Trey Franklin as examples. Mainly because haven't gotten the chance to go through all of the team highlights just yet, but at least this will help you understand why certain teams are at the top of the power ranking or where they are in the league standings, whether it be the East or the West. And so what I'm hoping to do, I know this video might be a long one considering that I'm going to show a lot of gameplay. I'm not going to show all four quarters for each of these games, mainly because, as I mentioned before, I play 12-minute quarters. And so as a result, when the CPU is playing, it'll be 12-minute quarters as well. So oftentimes it'll either be the first and the fourth quarter or the third and the fourth quarter, unless I'm playing where I'll show the full game, but because I'm playing on player lock, that will kind of shorten the game because I get subbed out. So with that being said, hope you enjoy, and if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and if you like the video, by the time you're done watching the video or however far you get, leave a like and comment. Let me know if you like this format.
Passes to Holmes. No good from outside. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Boss. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Now here's Holmes. Defense is right there. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first two shots tonight.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Mr. Moves. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Here's Boss. Following the three-pointer by Washington. Passes it to Ryder. Shoots over Holmes. Ryder no good. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the middle, here's Macy. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's the kid. Collins with some nice D. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to Houston.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Here's Mr. Moves. After the basket by Minnesota. Pass to Holmes. Rebound collected by Ryder. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Banked in off the glass. And it's 6 points for the kid. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Mr. Moves. Outside Collins. Poked away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Three-pointer. That one's not going to go. And the Wizards now going the other way. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Mr. Moves. Macy, no luck.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Rebounded by Holmes. Wizards trail by 3. Here's Mr. Moves. And Holmes now top of the key. And here's Reed. Shot clock at 6. Inside, Gale. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Jean Charles. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. In transition, here come the Wizards. Mr. Moves passes to Reed. Here's Jean Charles. Pass to Gooden. Launches a three. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. He lobs it up.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Here's Mr. Moves. Good. Nice job down low. Mr. Moves got his second bucket of the game to go. Jean Charles passes to the kid. Now Holmes. 20 points for him last game against Houston. The pass to Macy. Here's Jean Charles. Over in the corner, Gooden. Rebound by the Wizards.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Here's Holmes. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Now, here's Collins. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston. Here's Jean Charles. Misses from short range.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here we go, all alone. Good work defensively by Holmes.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistles. The professor's checked in for the Timberwolves. That one drops. He ties it up. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jean Charles passes to the kid. Here's Ryder, defended by Macy, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact. Teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Minnesota in the lead. To the left wing. Here's Jean Charles. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lister, the pass to Holmes. Kicks it out to Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Holmes. And another miss by Washington.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Lister. 8 points his last outing. Passes it to Macy. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Shot by Collins, no good. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's the kid, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Washington's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Oden against Holmes. blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Lister, that's good. Minnesota shooting 42% to begin this game. Here's Jean Charles.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Now, here's Collins. 7-point differential. Here's Graham. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And he's good on the second. Timberwolves leading by 6. To the inside. Okur, that's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Washington shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Knox the pass to Hudson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Here's Little General, defended by Lister. And that one is good. And it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Knox from 13. Rebound collected by Ryder. Ryder's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Kicks it to Okur. Here's Ryder. And he banks in the layup. Ryder's got 8 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Wizards trail by 12. Pass to Hudson. Pass to Adrian to the left side wing. Here's Knox. Okur with the block. Here's Ryder. Ball stolen.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the paint. Here's Lister. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Reynolds. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The rebound by Lister. Washington's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Now the pass to Knox. 6 on the shot clock. Lister against Oden. And Oden sends it back. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Passes it to Graham. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. The layup off target. Okur for 3. Rebound, Washington. Lister's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 20 seconds left to play in the first. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Timberwolves leading by 12. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Pass to Reynolds. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well,
here's Hudson. From deep. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Let's fast forward to the end of this game so you can see how it concluded.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, is it out there with Little General? Then it's the kid. Then there's Boss. And it's Reynolds in at the point guard. Feeds to Hudson. It's blocked. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Reynolds. He's guarded by Collins. And so it's
So this game was very interesting in that the people I thought would be the lead scorers and the lead defenders for both teams, essentially that did not happen. So you see that we have Nigel Lester here. He is at the top of the Wizards from a scoring perspective, scoring 15 points, getting 11 boards, and he shot for a little under 500. Now underneath him we have Harvey Collins, who scored 13 points, had 8 rebounds, but his efficiency was terrible, shooting 25%. And then OJ Holmes was especially disappointed because I expected a lot more from him, being the highest rated player on the Wizards and in the league overall. But he got 12 points, he had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. He had a decent stat line, but from a contribution perspective, I would expect him to have more points, definitely more on the defensive side of the house. But I'll admit, this is only week 3, so there's plenty of room to go for OJ. And then we do have Zach Hudson, as well as Omar Gale and Darrell Reed. Like I said, the team didn't stand up to help contribute to the scoring of the Wizards, and as a result, that's why they got blown out by the Timberwolves, and also the reason why I didn't think it made sense to show the entire gameplay. Now for the Timberwolves, I was very surprised at who led the team in scoring because I thought O'Shea Ryder would be at the top, but in fact, it's Mel Reynolds, as you can see on the screen. He had 24 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, and he shot 10 for 13, as well as 3 for 4 from the three-point line. What's surprising to me is that he is a 72 overall, and I would like to note that he is the older cousin of Harry Reynolds, who is on the Oklahoma City Thunder. But nonetheless, I was very impressed at the fact that he was able to shoot 77% from the field, and that he was able to contribute as much as he did. And big shout out to O'Shea Ryder as well as Tomas Stankovic, who were both dominant in their own regards. O'Shea shooting 44% from the field and Tomas shooting 46% from the field. Now O'Shea was dominant on both sides of the ball, scoring 18 points, getting 17 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and shooting 4 for 4 from the free throw line. So he was able to get a lot of points in the paint as well as get contact finishes to help get them to the line. I think he was by far the most impactful, despite the fact that we had Mel Reynolds who scored the most, but nonetheless, his presence was felt on the court. Now, when it came to Tomas, he was very strong in the center, or in the paint, I should say, and was very impactful on the playmaking side of things, which helped boost the Timberwolves up even further. But we also had contributions from Manuel Jean-Charles, Tank Odin, as well as Ricky Boss, although I wanted Ricky Boss to be more assertive in his play as well as his shot taking, but still, he was very impactful, very efficient, and I would think if he gets more touches, he'll probably have a greater impact than he had in this game going forward. Now, as you can see, the Timberwolves pretty much dominated every category with the exception of the offensive rebounds, the free throws, as well as the length of possession. But man, the Wizards need work. And I will say, the reason they probably lost as bad as they did is because their key defensive piece, Raymond Castillo, was missing because he was out with the injury that is currently touch and go. But nonetheless, even if he was there, the Wizards still took a lot of poor shots. They couldn't get back on defense in time, and they certainly didn't capitalize on turnovers. The game was pretty much over by halftime, where the score was 70-30. And as you can see now, they lost the game by 55. So next up, we have the LA Lakers, which is the team that I'll be playing with this week. And the first game of the week is against Chase and his Dallas Mavericks. So as I mentioned in the last video, I'm only going to play with one team in a given week, for a full game that is. Otherwise, I'm just going to simulate the games, and if by the fourth quarter things are looking a bit hairy, I'll hop in to see if I can bring the team back for a win. But in this case, even if the things are a bit tight, I'll hop in. But for this game, if I do, it's only to see how the two go against each other and to see who will ultimately win. So let's get into it. So it looked like the Lakers had a solid lead. Now it's swinged in the Mavs' favor. Now it's a bit back and forth. I can tell you how many lead changes there have been so far, but it looks like a pretty tight game. Let's hop into this.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
I don't know about y'all, but I kind of like this camera angle. I think I may incorporate this for the full CPU games that we highlight. Ooh, big foul. Big foul. See what you got, Gilbert. 2 for 2. Let's go. 103, 102.
Huge right there, just as cool as he could be, and he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Ain't no way Brevin and Rafael are matched up. That's such a mismatch. Ooh, big block. Good contest. Wow. Rod was messy there. Oh, come on, Leo. What was that? Get Duncan involved. What are y'all doing? Ooh, Leo's looking mad suspect on defense right now. Rafael's covering Brevin. Ooh. I told you. Nice steal, Rafael. Pass it to Leo. Passes it back. Farley. I can't remember Farley. I hate that step through. Oof. They can't buy a bucket right now. Ooh, okay, Rod. Making up for that mistake earlier. I think it's Yogi Farley. I have to check up on that later. Somebody's wide open. A jump ball between Brevin Ivy and Gilbert Harajuwara? Not likely.
This one deserves another look.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction.
That was a good block, though.
To the shot.
Yeah, that was easy. Come on. Nice behind the back and one. Okay.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 2. Then we present our New Balance player of the game, Silk.
So in the last video, I think it was Miles that was the player of the game, and now it's Rafael. Not bad. Shooting 48% from the field. Not bad.
You can see how determined he's been every time he's gotten his hands.
Ooh, big mid-range shot.
Here's Rain Man. Pass to Knox.
Ooh, Leo was wide open. You missed that one, Rafael. Nice pass to Pablo. Ooh. Where is Chase? Y'all don't have Chase on the court right now? Y'all are bugging.
McGee inside. Comes up empty down low. And so they choose.
Oh, yeah, I got to start fouling now. It's over.
And he hits both free throws. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Yep, GG's. I mean, we only saw a couple minutes of this game, but it was pretty fun to watch. Let's look at the stats real quick. Now, if we look at Chase's stat line, I can't say Chase did horribly. He had 18 points, he had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals, but he was shooting for 35%, which isn't the greatest. Duncan Wood fortunately stood up and he got 24 points. He had 7 boards, 2 assists, and he was shooting 66%. Eddie Yao as well, he had 13 points, 4 boards, and he was shooting 57% from the field. But Steve, I think, had the most impact overall compared to the rest of the team, where he had 12 points, 10 boards, 7 assists, and he was shooting 5 for 7 from the field. Now, I still can't say entirely why, as the coach didn't have Chase in those last moments. I think if anything, either he or Neal would have been able to shoot the 3 ball to help push things a little further. But unfortunately, that was the coach's decision. It did seem like the Mavs had a good game. Granted, some folks can improve. Even Leo got burned. Hendricks got burned. A lot of burn, actually, but he didn't contribute as much as I would expect him to. But overall, it's not like the Mavs played a terrible game. In fact, when you look at the Lakers, the stat lines are fairly similar, right? Rafael did get a double-double. He had 23 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists, shot 9 for 19, which is a little bit under 500. Then Gilbert Hajiwara had 21 points, 9 boards, 7 assists. Definitely dominant on the defensive side, but shooting-wise, he wasn't efficient, nor was Pablo efficient. Same thing with Dion. He was more efficient than the others, but he only scored 68 points, had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. And then the folks coming off the bench were probably not as impactful as they should be, which is why we saw the number of lead changes that we did as we were simulating this game. I think that's going to be the biggest liability for the Lakers as the season goes on, and we may need to test out some different approaches to see if we can improve the bench depth as the season goes on. But let's take a look at the team comparison just to be on the safe side as far as my previous analysis goes. And so as you can see, the Mavericks dominate the majority of the stats when it comes to comparing the two teams, right? The bench, as I explained, had 13 more points than the Lakers bench did. Lakers were able to get more offensive rebounds, but the Mavs had more defensive rebounds. But at the end of the day, it seems like the Mavs were more efficient than the Lakers were, but the only difference is the Lakers scored 2 more buckets than the Mavs. So this game literally could have gone either way. So it's not necessarily to say that the Lakers are a better team than the Mavs. It's just that the Lakers got lucky in this case. So we'll have to see the other 2 games that come up to see how things go. Now, let's jump into the 4th quarter of our next game, which will be the Sacramento Kings against the New York Knicks.
3-pointer. Honeycutt controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Franklin. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. 16 points for B-Train.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
The pass to Beck. Sacramento grabs the miss. Humphreys has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Zipser kicks to Franklin. Yep, it counts. Franklin's got 18 points just in the second half.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Knicks trail by 15. Cope on the pass to Beck. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter. New York moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Here's Payne. The putback. Rebound by the Kings. Zipser's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Kings.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, Just a monster game for Rain Man.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
108. Here's Floyd. 35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Franklin. Jamison covering. Just 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Franklin.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Payne. It's hauled in by the Kings. They led the game at one point by 20. Here's Franklin.
Now, although the Knicks lost by 14, there are certain Knicks that simply went off. As you can see, Theo Payne had 26 points and 19 boards, shooting 50% from the field, followed by George Copeland, who I thought didn't perform that very well, considering his efficiency, which was 6 of 22, but he did have 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and Quinn Lyne had a few good moments, although he only scored 11 points. Shea Honeycutt, who's supposed to be the team lead, only had 11 points, 7 rebounds, and shot 5 for 12, which was disappointing. But Dexter Jameson, I think, is a rookie. He had 10 points, but he was also inefficient. Thank goodness I wasn't an English major. But Xavier Pack, he was also impactful from a defensive perspective, as well as Imani Ulis. Bradley Z, or G, was terrible from shooting 2 for 9, as well as Imani, but from a defensive standpoint, they were able to cover their defensive assignments. The biggest issue that the Knicks had was really creating and making shots at the end of the day. You need to make buckets in order to win. Now, let's take a look at the Sacramento Kings so we can see what happened on their side in more detail. Now, when I say Trey Franklin left it all on the court, man, did he ever. He had 37 points, 7 boards, 6 assists, 3 steals, shot 17 for 28, and 2 for 4 from the three-point line. And I will say, man, he was all over the place in this game, and I only showed the fourth quarter. But Dario Floyd as well surprised me, getting 17 points, 7 boards, 6 rebounds as well, but he shot 6 for 16. I would hope that he improves his efficiency over time. Granted, it wasn't terrible considering that he was able to contribute, but there are just some shots that he took didn't make sense. Now, Bryce Houston, he's a big dude in the paint, man. Pause. In that he was able to get 16 points and 26 rebounds. It didn't even seem like that as part of the game. Then he also shot 8 for 11. Now, Charlie, he definitely led the bench when it came to shooting, getting 11 points, but you can see from an efficiency standpoint, he only shot 3 for 14, which isn't the greatest, but at least it helped the Kings get the win. Now, Herbert Hemphreys, he was also part of the draft class. I forget which pick he was, but he also contributed with his 9 points and 5 rebounds. But overall, man, I will say that the Kings definitely came to play. When it comes to Carson Vaden, I was disappointed in his play. As you can see, he's shot 0 for 7, which is unheard of. Whereas Judd Armstrong, who is Jermaine Armstrong's little brother, who's on the Mavs, he got 2 points, 2 rebounds, and shot 1 for 2, but he's only a rookie. So depending on how the team uses him, he may develop over time, or at least I hope he will. But overall, I think the Kings did a really good job pulling through compared to how the beginning of the game started, where everything was neck and neck. Now, looking at the box score, you can see the Kings pretty much dominated everything when it came to this game. But don't get me wrong, the Knicks are definitely very athletic and they take a lot of good shots, but the shots simply didn't go in. So they need to work on their shooting a bit. But the team overall is better defensively than the Kings, in my opinion. However, they suffered from the lack of shot creators and the lack of shot makers. As you can see, Sacramento capitalized on the turnovers, forcing 12 turnovers and scoring 16 points, and had decent production from their bench. Now, the Knicks were very slow to capitalize on the fast break opportunities in some cases, although the scoring was in line with that of the Kings, as well as their production from the bench. I think the greatest weakness from a Knicks perspective is their shooting efficiency, with the majority of the shots coming from either the close range or the paint, but under highly contested conditions. The Kings were able to make some more shots from the second and third levels, which led by Trey. Also, with the help of the second chance points, is what helped put them over the edge when it came to this game. And finally, we have the game that I actually played, which will be the Lakers versus the Spurs. Now, full disclosure, I expect this game to be very difficult in that when you look at the side-by-side teams, it looks as if the Lakers would eke out the win, but as you know from the previous game, the bench is pretty much suspect. And I know that the Spurs have Spencer Huang, who is pretty much going to be an all-star, if not a Hall of Famer in this league based off of the numbers that I've seen thus far. So let's get into it.
Here's Gibbs.
Low key, I'm still adjusting to this view. I got you covered, Seth. Let's see the pick.
4 on the shot clock. The shot that time not on target.
Good boy,
The
Dion.
Lakers the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San
Pull it.
Antonio Spurs.
And they
Brick.
rolled
All right.
over this team
Might need
last
to set my
season.
feet next time.
Every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame.
Oh man,
Once
he
he
got
gets
by his
clear
mad
off the
easily.
screen, there is no
I don't even know Edmund could dunk.
Not when there's a flush
I know
waiting
from
to
a
happen.
perimeter
That's
he's
a big-time
he's
move
pretty good
and a
from a shooter
big-time
perspective,
finish.
but I didn't know he was a finisher as well.
Here's Knox.
Ah, shouldn't have passed it.
The shot off that
I didn't think I
time.
was gonna get by set that easily.
Fisher with the ball.
Good steal. Let's go.
His last
Pass the
out.
rock. Come on, pass it. Pass it.
The inside, in the corner, Knox with it. King outside,
What you gonna do with that? Take the screen.
back to Knox.
Or not.
Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Thunder.
All
Now the pass to
right.
Silk.
Wild pass to me. Didn't need that.
Fires the three.
Terrible shot, man.
King's shot is off.
Let's get back on defense, man.
So Mack will bring it up for the Spurs. They come in fresh
I got.
off a win
Oh
against the
man,
Warriors.
Spencer got by
And
this.
really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
It was really that second wave.
Just noticed
in
the coach is
rotation
playing on the
that
screen.
took the offense to another
So we just
level.
gotta freestyle this
And
then.
here is Los Angeles now. After the basket by San Antonio. Knox misses.
Terrible shot,
Just
Pablo.
a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Don't give him that much space. Stay in front of him.
And here's Fisher. Kicks it to Mack.
Yeah. I got stuck on the screen. Help.
Rebounded by the Lakers.
Good board.
They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the wing right side.
Why'd you switch?
Now Mack. Another guy
Good
who
block.
really kicked it up
Let's
a
go.
notch in that
Pass
game
it to
against the
Leo.
Warriors.
Yes.
There's Freak.
Nice.
Finished off the break.
There we go.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Mack. Passes it to Gibbs.
Ooh, caught me with the behind the back.
And he
Oh,
gets the jump
and
and
he
drop.
made it.
Talented, driven. He puts constant
That's
pressure
on me, that's
your
on me.
defense.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Out left to the wing. Silk passes to Freak. Pass to Silk. From
Oh, that's
deep
way too
three-point
deep.
Range.
Yeah.
It's hauled in by Ashley.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Now here's Matt. Ashley's shot
Good board,
is
Gilbert.
off.
Who's running?
Now here's Freak. He
Good
started
job. Good
And
job.
guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Mack. Pass to Gibbs.
Help me on the screen. Gilbert, what are you doing? I needed that help, man.
With a big dunk of his own.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way
I'm in
up.
the wrong position.
And there's the pass to Silk. Here's Knox.
Double
Boy,
shot.
was he something else against Dallas.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
I got him. I got him.
Here's Mack. Pass to Huang.
You gonna help me on the screen this time? Ooh, nice pass, but good steal. Pass the
Out to
rock.
the right wing. The three.
I bricked that
Third
too.
time
Come
is not
on.
the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Mack with the ball. Pass to Huang.
Why is he wide open?
With the teardrop.
Good
The Lakers
contest.
with
Let's
the
go.
rebound. Thunder's got 4 rebounds
Pass the
in this
rock.
game. Here's Silk.
There
Finish
we
off
go.
the break.
Away with points.
Don't
And
give him that much
here's Mack.
space.
The pass to Huang.
Why is Spencer
Shoots for
open?
3.
Good
No good.
miss. I
That's
got
miss
bored.
number 2. He's 1 for 3.
Pass it to
Pass to
Pablo.
King.
Oh, we missed the fast break opportunity.
Here's Silk. Stolen away.
Ah.
Now Mack. Passes it to Gibbs.
Ooh, he almost got me. That's a foul. Come on.
As great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days, and that's no different for.
What the heck happened? We were only down by 1 point.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Ashley is out there with Little General. And there's Captain Clutch. And it's Big Daddy. And it's Fisher in at the small forward position. And that's who's in the game.
You're giving
for
him
the
too much
Spurs.
space, man.
And he
Ain't
comes
no
up with the deuce.
way.
Lakers trail by 17.
I'm cutting. Pass the rock.
Takes it to
Pass,
Freak.
Pass.
Here's Silk. And he
There we
bangs
go.
it home with one
We need to
hand.
come back, man.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Gibbs passes to Mack.
Good contest.
Off the mark there with the
Good
three-point
board.
shot.
Pass the rock.
Los Angeles
Bebo.
have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. Going
Nice
just
alley-oop,
1 for 5.
but
Stolen by Fisher.
Fisher got in
And
the
the
way.
Spurs pushing it up now.
Ooh, I didn't react. A foul?
Lakers trail by 18. How about 3 minutes gone in the
Gilbert.
second quarter of basketball?
Oh, you got stripped? Come on, dogs. Nah, I'm
Now
giving him
here's
too much
Mack.
space.
Over to the wing.
Oh,
Here's
Spencer's
Huang.
wide open. Oh, he bricked
Misses
it.
the three.
Good board, Pablo.
And
Pass the
it
rock. Pass the rock.
punished him for
Pass the
weak
rock.
coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue
And
missing.
oh,
And
I
he's
made it.
good on the three. San Antonio leading by 15. Back to Mack. Here's Ashley. Pass to Gibbs.
Watch Spencer. Watch Spencer. Ah, he's wide open again.
Shot clock at 5.
Oh, he bricked
Again,
it.
the miss by the Spurs.
Good board, Pablo.
Lakers trail by 15.
Pull
Here's
it.
Freak. And
Nice.
again, Los Angeles. Here's Gibbs. He has 6. And the pass to Fisher.
Watch out. Watch out. Get out the way. Get out the way.
Pass to Mack.
D up. D up. Giving him too much space. Ah, you
Nice
let Spencer get
persistence
by
to
you
the back of
again?
the net. Little General's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Freak passes to King. Here's Silk.
Ah, press the wrong button.
Passes it to Thunder. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Over Mack. Gibbs grabs the board. Captain Clutch's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wang.
Nice. He got his own board? Oh, come
In
on.
the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help
Set
his
this
team
screen for me.
shut the door.
All right.
They don't want to
Let me pull
allow
it.
any
Ah,
comeback.
good contest.
And after
Should have probably
defending on
passed
the
it.
shot, he doesn't give up on the play.
Who got
Follows up
Seth?
straight to the glass for the rebound.
Pass to Mack. And he's
Aw,
fouled
come
pretty
on,
hard that
Gilbert.
shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
I'm cutting pass.
We felt like
You
we were
pulled
able
it?
to etch our mark
Aw,
in terms of
pull it up.
the roles of the game of college
Oh
basketball.
my
Okay, well,
goodness.
let's
You
check in
can't
with
buy a
Dave
bucket.
Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues
gotta buy
to
me. Help
build
me. Help me.
international
Help.
academies to develop
Thank you.
prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start
Ooh,
emerging
good
from
contest.
that
Let's go.
pipeline.
Pass the rock.
The league continues to reach out
I'll
to
pull
find
that.
overlooked youngsters who have a
Rick
gift
again?
and give them the
Yo.
opportunity. Guys,
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding.
Ooh,
has
did I
been
get
off
there?
the charts.
Yes.
And he's
Good
trying to
board.
shoot his
Let's
way
go.
out of it.
Let's try it
They
again.
have the lead,
Taking it to
but
the rim.
honestly, I think it
Oh
might
my
be
goodness, what a
little bit more
block.
selective tonight.
Spurs leading by 18. Fisher with the ball.
Don't give him
Gotten
any
some minutes,
space.
but nothing on the board yet.
Stick him, Leo. Good contest.
Here's
There we
Thunder.
go. Pass the rock to Pablo.
Jump out on the break.
Nice.
And that
Nice.
was
Good
clearly
foul.
a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Spurs leading by 16. Here's Gibbs.
Yo,
6
he's
points for
wide
him.
open.
And here is Mack. Down
Lost
to
the
5
pick.
on the shot clock.
Good contest. Let's
Uphill, missed
go.
by the Spurs.
He's kind of lost his way this period.
Pass the
having a
rock.
hard
Pass the
time
rock.
getting
You
anything
pulled
to
it?
go
Okay.
down.
At least it was
No
green.
time at all on that one.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
The pass to Ashley. Spurs passing it around. Pass to Mack.
Watch out. Watch out.
Gotta
Good
hit that.
contest. Let's go. Pass the rock. Pass the rock.
Here's Freak. No good that
Dude.
time.
come
And the
on.
Spurs going the other way now. They led by as many as 18 points.
We're wasting
They've
these
got the Hawks ahead of
opportunities.
them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be just one
Oh,
game
he's wide
played
open.
away from home for them. Passes to Huang. Lets it go from deep. He's now made half of
made
his
it.
10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
That's a high percentage.
You gotta
when
stick
the
with him,
lead doesn't
Gilbert.
Fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Pass to Freak. Lets it go with the
Good
three.
shot, but
No,
you
no
bricked
good.
it.
That miss takes him to 3 for 7. Little gentle the pass to Gibbs. Now Mack out to the wing. Lets the three fly. The Lakers
Good
with
board.
the rebound.
Pass the rock.
Knox has
Pass
got
the
his
rock.
6th rebound on the
Okay,
night.
maybe not.
Freak passes to Thunder. Freak with it.
I'm cutting. Pass, pass,
To the
pass.
middle. Here's Silk.
Oh,
Rebounded
what a
by the
contest.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Damn, you ain't gotta talk about me like that, dog. I'm trying out here.
Here's Gibbs.
Good
Miss number
contest.
6
Let's
for
go.
him. He's made
Pass the
2 of
rock.
his 8 attempts. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry
I
spell for
cannot
sure.
hit any shots.
Spurs leading by 17. There's the pass to Mack. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Great talkers over the years. And so it's San Antonio holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Lakers shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle
Ain't that the
offense play
truth?
there. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Silk is out there with King. Then it's Thunder, and there's Bottoms, and it's Freak in at the 3 spot. Passes it to Thunder. Counter.
Ugly shot, but I'll take it.
So Mack will bring it up for the Spurs.
Can't believe we're down by 20.
Passes to Mack. Here's Little General. He kicks it to Fisher. 6 on the shot clock.
Saw that pick coming. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Ah, got by me.
The putback.
How does he outboard you, Gilbert? You were like a foot taller than him.
Got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Pass to Silk.
Set the screen real quick. Ah, he missed it. Pass the rock to you. Good lay. Let's go.
Put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Little General, the pass to Matt. Here's Ashley. Here's Gibbs. He's got 6.
Yo, why is Spencer wide open again?
Good
Oh
on the
my
triple.
goodness.
Little General has got 5 points in the quarter.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Kicks to Freak. Passes it to Silk.
Pull
It's
that.
blocked.
Ooh, come on, man.
Now here's Matt.
You read my every move, but make some wild shots. I got bored. Pablo, keep driving. Pull it.
Down low.
No.
And he makes good
Okay.
on the layup. Mack with the ball. He kicks to Fisher. Pass to Huang. And here is Mack. And there's the pass to Huang.
Good pressure.
Rebounded by the
Let's go.
Lakers.
Pass the rock. Pass it out. Pass it
Well,
out.
we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
Of
Can't hit
course.
the free throw line jump. Spurs leading by 21. Spurs working the ball around now. Inside, here's Mack. Rebounded by
Good
Knox.
contest.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 5
Pass
to
the
start
rock.
the second half.
Pass the rock.
Developing a nice
Or
rhythm
not.
out to the
Pass it.
paint.
Now
Passes
you
it to
pass
Silk.
it.
Intercepted. Mack looking around. Pass to Huang. From outside
He's
the
destroying
arc.
us from the
Nice
three-point
assist
line, man.
from Mack. Here's King. And the shot
Good
is
lay.
good. King.
Stick with him. Don't
Second
let him
half
get by
here.
you.
We're just over 3.5 minutes into
Ah,
this. And
another
finally
foul.
contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Mack drops them both.
We're getting smoked, man.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Freak.
Pass the rock.
Back to King.
Or not.
And out of bounds.
And
as
you
San
went out of
Antonio
bounds.
gains possession. The pass to Ashley. Now here's Matt.
You and these screens,
There's the
man.
triple. And
And he
basket
made that?
Captain Clutch's got his third
If I would have
bucket
did
of
that,
the
that
night.
would have been a brick.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor.
Let me find out
particularly
Seth is this
in
league's
second
version
half.
of Steph
This
Curry.
was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart, but the
And
shots are going
stolen.
down.
An even 3-on-3 break.
Another
And
foul.
contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Second free throw, no good.
Surprisingly missed. Pass the rock.
Lakers have gone
Yo,
4
yo,
of
yo.
6 from
Pass the
field
rock.
since
Pass the
the
rock.
start
Pass
of
the
the
rock.
third.
Pass the rock. Oh, you waited so late. Of course I missed.
And again, no good by the Lakers. San Antonio's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Here's Ashley. Beautiful dish.
Oh, but in practice, you had that smoke, right? You would have blocked that if it was me. But you can't do it against the CPU, right?
Know you're
Good job,
well
Green.
ahead. You want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive. right at the rim, driving.
Somebody
another
move,
nail
please. Do
into the
something.
coffin.
Back to King to end the run.
You pull that? Really?
San Antonio with the rebound. Little General's got 11 rebounds in the game. Mac, good work here
Yeah.
as it goes.
Yet again, Green.
Mac's
Can't
got
block
4 this
that.
quarter.
But in practice, you
And
block all my
Matador defense,
shots.
That's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit.
Thank you,
The
Gilbert.
resistance is no longer there.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Who's got Edmund? Pay attention to Edmund.
Here's Gibbs. He's got 9.
Can't get around these screens, man. Gilbert, help me out. Good contest. Let's
Goes
go.
back up.
You let him
He
get
takes
his
it up
own
and
board,
lays it in.
Gilbert?
Captain Clutch's got 11 points.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Pass to Silk. Now Evans.
Don't pull it. Ooh, nice pump fake.
Here's Thunder.
And
Up
you
again.
bricked it? How'd you
And he
miss
goes
that
out
board,
of
Green?
bounds.
And when you look at the Lakers, they have to like the progression that we've seen. Bit by bit, everything coming together.
Don't text end game,
Consistency
kids.
Going forward will be key. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass the rock. Missed
And
the
it's Captain
opportunity.
Clutch with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Knights checked in.
Yo, we're
San
almost
Antonio
down
with the ball.
40 points.
They've got Junior. Miracle Man is out there with the eraser. Then there's Buckets.
Get out the
And
way.
it's Mac in at the 2. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Pass to Cousins.
Pablo, stick him. Contest. There we go. That's how you
Rebound the
do it. Good
Lakers.
board.
They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after
Pass it
this
to
one.
Leo.
That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road
Or
trip.
not.
Yep,
Okay.
that one goes. 6. Junior the pass to Buckets. Cousins dishes to Mac.
Stick Mac. Stick Mac.
In the corner, it's Junior.
Good switch. Good switch.
5 to
Watch the
shoot.
pick. Watch the pick. Watch the pick. Get the board.
Cousins, great
No.
positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now.
Come on.
Here's Silk.
Let me get by him. Nope. Ooh.
Pass to Freak.
Too bad I can't hit that shot from that deep.
Well, Smitty, you were a player.
Pass the rock,
with
pass the rock.
versatility
Nice.
and length. How much
Didn't
fun
want
would
to do
you
a
have
pump
had
fake,
with
but I'll take
today's
the
style of
points.
play?
I think Kevin, and the three-point shot, Kevin, you can take 10, 12 three-pointers.
Ooh,
I would
that
have
was a
loved
tough
that.
pick.
Count that
Yo,
bucket.
Green.
And unless
What are you
have some
doing?
aerial skills,
Contest him the way you
cannot
contest
pull
me
that
during
off.
practice, please.
And here is Los Angeles now.
Got him. Pablo,
Silk
that's you.
passes to Knox.
Yes, sir.
And
Let's
it's the
go.
basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Good job. We need every point.
And here's Bryce. He brings it up for San Antonio.
Let's see what this dude got. All these
And we're
picks.
about 2 minutes into the
Oh,
4th
of
quarter.
course
now.
I get the
And that'll be 2
foul.
free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out,
Ugly shot.
I have to say I was entertained, and I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in, and I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. Here's
mate.
Silk.
I'll take the foul.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he makes both free throws. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. And we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and
Ooh,
a
give me
center
that.
when you're voting. Should they get
course
rid
he
of
got
those
the ball back.
designations in time?
Got you.
I tell you what, I think you
Yeah.
could
Let's
make
go.
a strong case for that. But you go back to last season,
Pass
many
it, pass
felt
it.
Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting
Or
spot.
take it, take
I
it.
think
Good
listen,
job, Pablo.
this is the fans vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most
Getting embarrassed out
play a
here,
certain
man.
position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes.
I
You're
ain't
still
getting
going to have
Spencer,
your
but he
7
hit that
other
three-pointer.
spots to
Yo.
balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5
I didn't even give him that much
Let's go
space.
play.
From downtown,
That was a wild
it's
pass,
stolen.
my bad.
In transition, here come the Spurs.
Don't let him score.
Now,
Watch
here's
the pick.
Price. He's guarded closely.
Jump up. Ah, he got by
Played in
me
with a nice
again.
touch off the glass.
Well, this is what you're trying.
So after watching the tape over, I was like, ain't no way I missed that block. And if you look here, 2K slides me back just a little bit, which is why my animation looks all crazy. And this guy is able to get the layup. Not cool, 2K.
By getting to his spots and making big shots.
And the pass to Goodwin.
Trying to get
Here's
around.
Silk, guarded by
Ooh,
Price.
that was a good steal.
Over
Somebody stick
3.5
him.
minutes through the final quarter now.
Good
Passes to
switch, though.
Madison.
Good switch.
Here's Solomon.
Don't give up this play. Do not give it up.
Spurs passing it around.
Keep the
Shot clock
focus.
at 6.
Watch out, Pablo.
The Spurs need to get a shot off here.
Get the board. Get the board. Yes,
Boyd
sir.
can't
Let's
hit.
go. Pablo.
For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start
Nice
the
step
final
back,
quarter.
but terrible
Spurs
shot
need more than
choice.
that.
You got to
They're making this a
capitalize on
runaway.
those defensive
The
plays,
only
man.
question for me right now is just how big
Stay
the
with him.
lead
Stay
will
with him.
eventually become.
Kicks it to Cousins. Price outside.
Watch out. Watch out. I see you. Go in the back door.
Pass to Madison.
Got him. Got him. Got him.
Cousins trying to free
Yes,
himself
sir.
up.
Let's go.
Madison's shot is off.
Let's go, Leo.
And here
What you
we
got?
go. Fast break. Freak's got it.
Oh, you pass it away? What is this? They're going to
Shot
pull
from
it, and they're going to
16.
make it.
No
Oh,
good
I got
from
bored.
Cousins.
Let's go again, Leo.
Freak passes to Knox.
No, Pablo. No.
Here's Madison.
Got him. I got him. Ooh, he got me. Pablo, help
In
out.
out of bounds
All
as
right.
the
I'll
Lakers
take the
get
out of bounds.
possession. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, so it's the Lakers now. Pass to Freak. Back to King.
What are we doing? Pass the rock,
Pass to
man.
Thunder. At the
Or
top of
not.
the key, Knox. Just 5 on the clock.
Ooh, nice spin. Take the shot.
There's
Oh,
Freak.
forget it. It's over.
That shot
That was a
no
terrible
good.
play. I don't know what y'all was trying to
Spurs
do.
Taking it the other way. Fisher, the pass to White.
Good
Can't
contest.
hit
Let's
from
go.
in close. The Lakers have gone 5
What you got
for
for me,
9
Dion?
from
Pass the rock
field
to
in the
Leo.
final quarter
Or
so far.
not. Hey,
And foul
I'll
on
take
the
it.
shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He hits both
Thank
from
you,
the
sir.
start.
Let's go.
Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that accomplishment.
You know,
Ooh,
Kevin,
the
let's
paint
take
is
those
sweet.
two players. Start off with Derek
Yeah,
Fisher. Give
we
him
deserve
a lot
that.
of credit. As a role player, he was on some great teams and contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side,
Thank you.
LeBron James was on some great teams, and
Terrible
he
shot.
was the reason they were great teams because he's one of the greatest players of all times. Two different type of players, but both are
Ah,
very
these screens are so annoying, man.
Pass to Wang.
I'm not making the same mistake
Here's
twice.
Gibbs.
Switch, switch. You let him get by you at the last second? Are you
Love
serious,
that they're
Gilbert?
Continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
It's not what I want to do. Get this off the screen.
Back to King.
And turns out there was no screen.
Pass to Knox.
That's the rock. Or not. Terrible shot.
The Spurs have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth.
He pulled it. Okay, okay. Good board.
On an open look like that,
That's
he's
the rock.
very gifted at making the weak
Lays.
coverage pay.
Or
That's a
dunks.
nice
I'll take
read.
it.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
Alonzo,
Last
what are you
season
doing?
was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe
Watch
Bryant,
out, watch out,
and
watch out.
finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that,
Stay with him, Gilbert. Stay with him.
it was kind
Damn,
of
he got by me.
uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly tough year.
Wow.
You know, you just go back to March, and who would have ever
5 for
thought we
16?
would go through
Jeez.
what we went through? And you talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. You know, I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds
Post him up.
pretty
Why
good
are you
right
coming
about
out?
It sure does.
now. Oh, fellas, that.
Spurs have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Now the basket.
Why is he wide open? He even played with you. Double pump for no reason. And he still made the jump shot.
Little General's got 24.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant
8
performance.
points, Gilbert.
Last game, same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go
Can't
on
do
hot
everything
streaks for
like
you
this.
over a number of...
Here's Ashley. Spurs passing it around. And that
That
one
paint is
stuffed right
sweet.
through.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Here's Silk.
I'll take it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So he picks up just
I really
one
missed
from the
that?
line
Yeah?
that time.
Okay.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
This is an embarrassment.
Here's Solomon. That shot off. Lakers have gone 8 of
That's the rock
14
man.
from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And it's Evans missing.
We cannot
Spurs shooting
buy
at
a
48%
bucket.
from the floor. Looking good. Here's Solomon.
Good contest.
It doesn't
Good
go for
board.
him.
Pass the rock.
The
Pass the
Lakers
rock.
shooting a meager 37% for the
A little
game.
bit too late now.
Silk passes to Frazier.
Wow,
Rebounded by
Frazier.
the Spurs. Little General's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Lloyd. Inside, Solomon.
Good contest. Let's go. Oh, you let him get the board?
Here's Little General.
How did he
Covering,
slide all the way
and
over
that
there?
one drops.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely
Get the
never
layup.
changed
Thank
the
you.
official. This win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game
Almost
he
sauced
had.
me up. Nah, but I got you.
What a night tonight it
He
was
still
for
got by
Little
me?
General.
Ain't no
All the
way.
dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds. Taking no chances, they go on one
That's
last
the rock.
run to seal the deal.
Not
Thank you.
messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 48 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Solomon. Over to the left wing. Gets it to go from beyond the
Dude
arc.
is destroying you,
They
Gilbert.
feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care.
I messed up putting you on
They're
him.
gonna win
Should have left
by a
Pablo on
nice
Spencer.
margin. The effort was there all night.
Big
That's the
move
rock.
to pass to Silk. And
Pass
here's
it.
Frazier. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He misses the free throw. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one.
That's
They won
embarrassing.
this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And
You got a
gotta
lot to work
commend
on.
This sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
To say that Spencer went off would be an understatement. He destroyed us from all three levels. 29 points, 16 boards, 3 assists, shot 11 for 19, shot 50% from the three-point line. Gilbert could not hold Spencer by any means necessary. And then Seth Gibbs got a double-double. He definitely gave me the business. 25 points, 10 rebounds, shot 10 for 19. Abe Bryce, Edmund Mack, Malik Ashley, the whole team got busy, and we didn't have any answers for them whatsoever defensively, and it was unfortunate to see. Now on our end, you saw how many shots that I missed, and despite all that, I was still able to get 24 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 8 for 19, 1 for 6 from the three-point, which is probably by far the worst game I've ever played on 2K. Pablo had 11 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 4 for 11. Dion had 10 points, shot 4 for 8. He was more efficient than anybody on the team, but from a scoring perspective, nobody could score. Leo had 9 points, Gilbert had 8 points, he had 11 boards. Xander Underwood, he had 6 points, shot 3 for 4. This team, it just wasn't it today. We got a hard L today, and I'm not too happy about it. This was a tough game to play. Compared to the sim, it was as if this team was a different team entirely. But there was a lot that I learned from it. First and foremost, my first error was that I was playing with this team the same way I was playing with the 2021 Lakers. Secondly, I gotta make better shot selections with the new settings. And thirdly, I gotta work on the perimeter defense because Seth Gibbs and Abe Price lit me up from beyond the arc. In addition to that, the team has to step up and help on mismatches or picks that have been set. Ultimately, I got in the mode of where I didn't trust my team and tried to do it all myself, which made matters worse. We have 2 more games against the Spurs. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to redeem myself as well as the team. Now, when it comes to the Spurs, they played a phenomenal game, and you can see from the stats on the screen, they were more efficient across the board, especially three-pointers. We shot 2 for 19, which is beyond horrendous. 48% from the field compared to our 37%. Majority of the points they had were from the paint, and just overall, we did a poor job. But if we take a look at the standings, Spurs are at the top, followed by the Suns, and Golden State is still number 3. Lakers are still at the middle of the pack with 5 wins and 3 losses. And then we have the Mavs as well as the Pels. They're a little bit further down in the rankings. But overall, we still got a lot to work. At least they're all 500 at this point in time. And then at the bottom of the West, we have the Portland Trail Blazers and the LA Clippers, who are 0-0. So things could always be worse. They're not as good as I want to be, but they could be worse. So let's check out the Eastern Conference before we wrap this video up. Now the East had big changes. Now the Boston Celtics are on top, whereas the Knicks were atop before, and the Atlanta Hawks are number 2 compared to where they were last week. So the East is definitely shaking up differently compared to the previous week, which is exciting to see. You see that we have the Pacers, the Bucks, and the Heat, as well as the Charlotte Hornets that are now at the middle of the pack, whereas the Charlotte Hornets last week were a bit higher. But at the bottom, we still have the 76ers, the Cavs, and the Brooklyn Nets are 1-7, same as the Cavs, which is a bit strange to me. But nonetheless, if you made it this far in the vid, type in Spencer for MVP down in the comments below so I know that you made it this far, and I appreciate you watching this video. So I'm going to say the same spiel that everybody else says. Leave a like, leave comments, let me know what you think about the format that we have for this video, as well as subscribe if you're new to the channel. As I mentioned before, I appreciate your time. I definitely enjoyed making this vid despite the big L that we got today, and I look forward to the next video. Until next time, later.